I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
We didn't start this war, but under President Trump, we are finishing it.
You literally started the war. Pete, there is no we didn't start the war. You literally started the war. Pete, you changed your title to Secretary of War because you love war so much. You started the war. Pete, everybody went to bed Friday night. Everybody went to bed Friday night. No war. We woke up Saturday morning to war. Everyone woke up to a war because you started it. At 11 p.m., the president called you, and he knew you'd be awake because you were probably doing Jaeger bombs because you love bombing shit so much like your own liver. And he said, Pete, I need a distraction. Give me a war. And then you grabbed your phone and said, ChatGPT, I need a distraction. Give me a war. And then ChatGPT gave you a war. And then you named it Operation Epic Fury because your brain is a PlayStation 2. You stupid man. You started this war, and you don't even know how to finish it. You're lying to everyone. You're gaslighting people so much. On every way, you're literally gaslighting people. You're literally burning oil fields on the other side of the world. You have no win condition. We're in a biblical holy war now, and we are being run by the fucking Antichrist, Pete. You have no wins. You have no way out. You're a loser millennial who's failed upwards his entire life. And now the entire world is staring at you, and they can see that you are a naked moron. And now you have to hope that we somehow survive. And the best case scenario for you in the name Pete Hegseth is that it is slowly forgotten the same way we've forgotten the names of all those World War I generals. You fucking donkey.
Hi, my loves. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking. When you saw this video, so I came across a video of so many Americans actually telling people, do not let your children join the military. This used to be something that a lot of people wanted their kids to, experience. This used to be something that people, it was something of honor that people really wanted their family members, one of their family members to become a military person. But recently, it's as if people are deciding that we don't want it anymore because of the recent happening with US, Israel, and Iran. And people are talking so much about it on social media. So I decided to bring it on here so that we can actually talk about it. And yeah, you guys share your own take as well. Okay. So I'm going to let the rest of the videos roll, then I'll come back with more commentary. Credit belongs to original creators of those videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and drop your own take in the comments. So let's go watch, then I'll come back with more commentary.
Donald Trump should not have the support of the Australian government for this illegal war. It is not our war. It is not in our name, and we should not be allowing it to occur without condemnation. The deadly blasts and bombs that have already cost the lives of hundreds of innocent civilians. School children, with schools being bombed and hospitals struck. The young, the vulnerable, the sick, carrying the burden of this bloody war only 2 days in. Military action is irresponsible and dangerous at best when its consequences cannot be controlled in such a volatile region, one of the most volatile in the world. This is wrong. There's a reason that the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has condemned it and has asked for it to stop. Evil thrives and innocent people suffer when good people stay silent, when moral courage crumbles, and when governments who should know better, who do know better, capitulate to the bullies and the tyrants. Australians here and overseas are already impacted. And it's time the Australian government stopped cowering to the bullies in the US.
Black Americans in the United States, please do not let any of your children join the U.S. military. Once again, this knucklehead has found a way to move people's mindset away from the Epstein files. But I'm going to make it real easy for you. Hey, white Americans, and hey, black Americans, and hey, anybody else, African Americans, and African Americans is those people from Africa who decided to come over and now become Americans. You're African American. And this fundamentally black American, I don't know what the hell, let the fundamentally bullshit go. Because bottom line is, at the end of the day, your peoples was reclassified like mine. Your folks was the original Native Indian descendants. We got reclassified. So this fundamentally bullshit, what is that? It's like anytime you got white folks talking about black Americans, they always say African American. And you want to know why? African American has no lineage ties to any land in the United States. If you're a black American and you cannot tie any of your family members to anywhere except here, this is why we can't get deported, and this is why everybody is mad at us. And if they're mad and they don't know history, they don't want to pick up a book, don't want to go to the local library and where they live at, whatever county or state, wherever they live at, they don't want to use Google, they don't want to use ChatGPT, they don't want to go to the Library of Congress, then fuck them. That's all I'm going to say, plain and simple, fuck them. If you don't know American history, then shame on you. And I'm not talking about this punk-ass George Washington or anybody else. Thomas Jefferson. We have a history of pedophiles. The dude was 40. Sally Hemings was 14. He running up on her like nobody's business. I think he ended up having 4 to 5 kids with the woman. And I say woman because basically, once you make a girl pregnant, you've already moved her organs and moved her glands into womanhood. And then the thing that tickled me is, stop believing in their bullshit. Stop sacrificing your children for combat. Because at the end of the day, they had opportunities to take over countries, and like the board game Risk, they had the time and the availability to take over countries and take over resources to where the United States would have had more than enough. But every time we go into war, guess what? We destabilize a country, and then you end up having to rebuild it. Destabilize Japan. All the tech came from them. Destabilize Germany. All the good hardware came from them. And there's a lot of medical care notes that they got. But here's the thing that tickles me. Ashkenazi Jews are not tied to Israel. It's the Hebrew Israelites that are. And they look like you and me. But that's not our people. Now, some of it may be. You got people floating out the idea that, if you read the basis of the Bible, it said the people were scattered to the corners of the earth. And everybody is basically marked down lineage. And if you go to the Mississippi, they talk about the Mounds people. Everybody west of the Mississippi is Euro-Asians. They saw our people cross the Bering Strait and was like, well, what the fuck? Where are they going? We got no animals. We got no way to grow any agriculture. Let's follow those black people. All our people, all the black folks are from the east of the Mississippi River, all the way to the East Coast, all the way as far up as Maine and going into Canada, and all the way as far down as going into Florida and all those little miniature islands on the side of the country. At the end of the day, black Americans are the descendants of the original Native Indians. I've been on the internet and you got people coming out they asshole with this Native American shit. It wasn't America. It wasn't. There was no thing called America. Just like there was no thing called Africa back then. And this is how bad it is in the United States. The American education system is some absolute fucking garbage. Garbage from day fucking one. They say the conquerors write their own history, and that's what they did here. This country wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for black Americans. It wouldn't be shit without the original Native Indians. You can grow corn by itself. You can grow melons by itself. You can grow peppers by itself. But when you grow all 4 of those fruit and vegetables together, the synergy between the fruit and vegetables and what it does to the soil makes everything grow better. There's not a thing in your household My hand is made up of 3 black people that made this smartphone. There's not a thing that you can't go to in the United States that a black American has put their hands on. And fuck motherfucking Trump. Trump coming over there with that fucking speech. America's built everything. He making it seem like white people did it. The only white person that really invented something was the dude out in Finland invented 2G. Edison's got 1,093 inventions to his name. 3 of them is his, and they was all fucked up. The other 1,091s were intellectual property rights in his business. He had a lawsuit with the same black gentleman that invented the roller coaster. The gentleman invented the galvanized battery. If you ride in a regular car, your car, that battery inside is a galvanized battery. If your car has park, reverse, neutral, and drive, because your ass don't know how to drive a 5-speed, the black man that invented that, and his shit is worldwide, he should have been the billionaire 1,000 times over, easy, Richard Bowie Spikes. But this is how powerful black people are, and this is why people hating on us. The dude, if you ever sat in a barbershop chair as a man, and the barber was able to swivel the chair around, Richard Bowie Spikes invented that. And any of you white people on here, you looking at me, man, right now? You went into a bar, and the dude pulled the tap to pour you a glass of beer. Richard Bowie Spikes invented and patented that situation. Even the color TV. It wasn't the actual tube that was color. It was the filament that you could put in front of it. And that was invented by a Mexican man in 1956. I think the only white dude that really invented something, and he didn't really understand the process, but he took good notes. And that was the microwave. This engineer was in front of this equipment, and he had a Hershey's chocolate bar in his pocket. And when he turned on the test equipment, the chocolate bar started to melt in his pocket. But truth be told, if you got a microwave in your house, you need to get rid of that thing. Because after the second year, the protective filament in and outside of the microwave starts to deteriorate. And if you're standing in front of it waiting for your microwave popcorn to be popped, you're getting radiated. I'm going to make one more video to attach to this, but thank you for listening.
Me, I would say that a lot of people are actually fed up of what the government is actually dishing out to them right now. People keep saying that, oh, we did not actually, although, they keep saying things like, oh, we didn't actually start this one. People were like, no, you actually started it. You changed your name to Department of War without even considering anything. It means that you were ready for anything at all to happen. So Americans are saying that their own children are the ones who are on the front line of all of this. You guys saw how people actually came out and was saying, draft Barron. And all of a sudden they came out and said Barron had one spine issue or something that will prevent him from, doing anything. And people now said all of a sudden, you now have one issue, okay, one new issue or something. So people are fed up of their own children. People are scared. You have so many people currently trapped in the Middle East right now, people who went on vacation without even knowing that something like this might come up. They didn't know that, they might actually be, trapped in a particular country. It's only countries like Dubai who are heard is giving people free hotel, stay, okay, till the whole thing is done. Because a lot of people didn't plan for this. Many people plan to just go for their vacation and get to come back to their families and friends. But with what is happening now, people can't even go because the airways are kind of closed, I don't think there is a flight from this place to this place, especially within the route of the Middle East. I don't think that's actually something that's happening right now. So a lot of people are deciding to, people are crying out. You have many Americans crying out all the way, okay, from where they are and saying that they need the help of the government because they are trapped where they are and all of that. So a lot of Americans are just fed up that they are the ones actually on the forefront of all of this. You guys know that when the government pass policies, it's not always, it doesn't affect them. It doesn't literally affect them, but it affects people around them. It affects the people they govern. Okay, it literally affects those other people, but not always the people who are supposed to be affected in all of this. And a lot of people are just fed up. Are like, we can't keep, we can't stay quiet all the rest of our lives. We need to speak up. And a lot of people are not deciding to, like, tell people, do not let your children go into the military. They should find other career. Military is one career that I am actually very much scared of, even though it's a very honorable thing to do. Serving your country is a very honorable thing to do. But myself, from beginning, I've always known that I've always told myself that I can marry a military person, even though I love their wedding ceremony, the sereres, things that happen, during those ceremonies. It's so fun to watch, but I cannot literally find myself as a military wife. Like, I don't think I want that. I don't even want that for any of my kids, because somehow you will be at the forefront of all of this. And you will be literally scared when your loved one is leaving the house. You are scared, they're telling you, oh, we'll come back in 3 months. You know that 3 months is not always 3 months. Sometimes they might not back come back. It might just be your final goodbyes and all of that. People are literally scared. You have people crying on the internet because their children are, somehow in all of this. They are military, personnel and all of that. People saying that, they came out and said three servicemen passed. Okay. And people say if the media is saying it's three, then it's more than three. I think I came across a news the other day where people were talking about how some hospitals in Germany is currently, filled up, okay, and they're not accepting, labor and delivery. I don't know, but that was the video. I saw that video, and people were saying that this particular place is used, okay, to treat, military people, okay, who actually have an injury or something. I don't know how possible that is, but yeah, it is what it is. So, and I'm like, so does it mean that it was not three people? Does it mean that it's more than three? And now they're saying that people should get ready. More people might have to go. Like, as if people, it's heartbreaking watching some of the clips, right? Most times when I come across these clips, I'm just like, no, I don't want to talk about this because I don't want to trigger anything in the heart of anybody, because I know that I have diverse people watching me here, and it's really scary for me myself, let alone, their family members getting to watch all of that. Well, guys, let me wrap it up here. You guys let me know what you all think in the comment section of this video. Drop your own take. I'd really love to read from you guys. Please do not forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Eddie belongs to original creators of these videos. I look forward to seeing you all on my next. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you all next time. Bye, guys.